Hello and welcome to Corporate Roadshow. I'm Dana Peicher and I'm here with Igor Kisil of NMEC. Please give me a bit of information on NMEC.
Well, NMEC is a holding company that controls three other companies. Sweet Rains Records, which is my oldest company. We've been in business as a music record label with numerous billboard and radio hits. And two startup companies, Dimensions.com and MusicPlanet.com. MusicPlanet.com is something that will remind you a lot about sites like iTunes or Spotify, things like that. So MusicPlanet is our new startup project that's supposed to have millions and millions of multimedia products available for immediate download for all customers. The Dimensions.com is a new absolutely new designed social network, which is supposed to be on the top of everything because it provides you with easy access to every music and multimedia product in the world, or no matter what your preferences are. For example, you are an iTunes lover, you can go on iTunes through that social network, buy the song immediately, or get it on your phone, or do whatever else comes to mind.
So would you say MusicPlanet is an aggregator? What would you say specifically is unique about it?
Yes, aggregation is actually one of our first specialties, I would say, because we made a name in this business by aggregating for other labels. And we represent many, many labels from around the world. Currently, we represent over 400 different record labels. And we have a library of 4,000 products, which is, I believe, a very small number comparing to what it would be in a couple of years. You know, because right now we only did that for, for our friends as a very special service to other labels and stuff like that. But, we're going to start doing this officially as soon as we become public. Then, we'll have a special announcement for that.
Great. So what inspired the new innovation with MusicPlanet?
What inspired?
What inspired it?
Well, the MusicPlanet is actually something that has been created out of me putting out a couple of old albums on iTunes and all of a sudden making a few dollars of income out of it. And I was like in shock when it first happened. I didn't know, there was like a little experiment I did. And all of a sudden, my friends started asking me about putting their products on iTunes and stuff like that. We are talking about back to like 2006, 2007. iTunes was big. It wasn't that huge as it is right now. So MusicPlanet officially and first and foremost supposed to be the biggest music aggregator in the world. And the reason why is because we are not going to only do aggregations. We are also going to do servicing.
What does that mean, servicing?
Yeah, it's industry jargon, basically meaning that, aggregators is a third-party company that stands in between the music label and music retailers such as iTunes. A service is actually a music retailer site like iTunes. Okay. So we are not only aggregators, but we are also a service. Okay. And that makes us unique because these two, they'd never cross over.
That's interesting. Okay, so what do you see as the future? Basically, are you going to take over the market?
We're going to take over the world.
That's great.
The music world, okay. Of course, yeah. But not only the music world. Our plans are much wider than that. Right now, we have a preliminary agreement with one of the startup airlines companies about installing our version of social network on their plans. And that new business is going to be called SkyPree. And we already registered the name. I have a very bright projections as far as that, and that's also supposed to be a mighty tool for promoting our new artists. That's our primarily goal, because right now what's going on is if you deal with someone like iTunes, it's almost impossible to promote an album unless you know,
If you're a new
you,
artist,
you
it's
have
almost-
you have some connections as we do, but in real life, if new artist comes to iTunes, wants to put their biography, pictures, a website, you can't do this. They will not allow you to do. No.
Oh, really?
And the only way you can see the bio of the artist on iTunes is because the artist is major,
Right.
or sign up with a major record label.
So this could be revolutionary for people that are small time now and looking to get some exposure and, you know, have essentially worldwide exposure.
Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely. This is, as a matter of fact, many of the firms already, they have been trying to promote new artists and to support new artists, new songs by using traditional way of promotions, you know, like radio promotions and stuff. We do that too. We do have radio hits in the U.S. We had 3 records with Amber, if you know the artist, yeah. We had a record with Rihanna, we had a record with Sting, and all of these records, they were on the radio. Why? Because we promoted. But in real life right now, when you're talking about thousands and thousands of new artists coming into the market every day, it's going to be impossible to put hours and hours of new music, you know, and presenting new shows on the radio. And let me remind you one thing, the radio plays over songs that belong to major record labels. So, for example, if they need to play Rihanna a few million times a day, they don't have time for Joe Schmo to play his new record, okay? So that's the biggest problem.
Great.
So we have to be non-traditional in order to promote, and that's what we do.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.